All right guys, you ready? Let's go for an adventure. Today we're going to get out on the creek. I got myself all set up with all the gear that I need for an overnight adventure. Let's get rolling. And we're off. Here we go. So we're going to hit our first warm-up rapid now. Here we go. Creek, it can be hit and miss sometimes, you know. Be able to kayak, canoe, or even float down in a tube or something. You got to catch the water level when it's just right, because either it's flooding and it's just too high and too fast to think about going down. You don't know what kind of debris you might run into, or on the opposite end, it ends up just dropping so low that it's really hard to make your way through all the rocks without having to get out and carry your boat part way down the stream. All right, here's my spot. I got to kind of swing in from the left and hit the right. Stuck up on a rock, just hanging out in the creek. Yeah. Let's get off this rock. And we're free. Off we go. But isn't this beautiful? Nice and relaxing. Lots of fun. Yeah, it's definitely a little bit lower than the last time I went through. I'm dragging rocks everywhere. Woohoo! Oh yeah. Again. Oh, we went over that one. Here we go, down our next one. Where do I need to hit? Right here. Short spell down around the corner here. We're going to be pulling into our little island hideaway for the evening. We'll say we're going to be kind of doing some stealth camping. I don't think anybody's going to see us, but there are a few houses around, and I'm not really for sure who owns the little piece of property. Oh, let's see. There's an osprey. And we've made it. Got a little rocky beach here I'm just going to slide myself onto. Show you what I got going on here tonight. Got myself set up in the Travel Bird Sky Nest, and I have their 5-in-1 pillow. One of the features you can use it for is an under quilt. I have my Snug Pack jungle bag thrown in here with extra clothes, dry socks, base layer. Going to be my pillow for the night. The Travel Bird ultralight table. I'm going to have an MRE Menu 5 chicken chunks. I took out the bunch of extra stuff and just brought what I needed for dinner tonight, which is going to be chicken and tortilla. Got some barbecue corn nuggets and some cheese sauce and barbecue sauce. We're going to try it out. First time for an MRE. How bad could it be? We'll find out. The farmers are up on the hillside here. Their houses overlook. There's no way that they can see me sitting down here in this little island area. But if I start a fire and smoke starts rolling out, somebody might get suspicious. I've been seen already. Cow spotted me. We had to get ourselves to work putting up camp. I think we deserved ourselves a nice cold adult beverage. Cheers, y'all. Mystic flavors to enlighten you. I guess that's supposed to be getting the third eye. Here's my site. Walk over this way. That's the end of the island. Right back to our little island home. That is it. I think we'll have a little bit more of this beer, and then we need to start some dinner because I'm freaking hungry. All right, so first we just need to tear this thing off. And it's got this little heater in there. We'll see how that works. Let's take our chicken. We just put that down in there. I'm going to go ahead and put these tortillas in there and see what that's like too. Just heat those up. Because you know, we like to have some warm tortillas. Can we get the cheese spread in there too? Let's see. Let's fill up our water up to our little mark. Let me see, I think I overfilled a little bit. Yeah, it's already starting to work. I can feel the heat. So we just fold this thing over. We'll slosh it around a little bit. Get some water around that heater. and then it says to just lean it up against a rock or something. So I'm just going to lean this up. I don't know which side it's supposed to be on. Maybe this side that is supposed to be down on the heater side. We'll see how this turns out in a minute. Let's see. Tortillas feel a little warm. This chicken is feeling pretty dang warm. It's feeling hot. I think it did its trick. Barbecue corn nuggets, pretty tasty. It's actually a good snack. Do not eat. We'll take that advice. 2 tortillas. They actually feel pretty good. Okay, well, it smells like chicken. Okay, not bad. Barbecue chicken. It's not the best meal I've ever had in my life. Definitely not the worst. This will do. Mosquitoes haven't been too bad, but definitely as it's been getting a little bit later and having that white light on, the bugs were coming in. So I'm going to turn on this red light. So yeah, I'm all tucked in. I'm ready for the rain to come. Got everything pushed underneath my rain fly here as best as possible. We have some lightning starting to happen a little bit. Hopefully it's not too bad as we hang out here on this little island. Good morning. It's getting close to sunrise. We got camp broke down and I decided to come down here by the creek. So let's have our cup of coffee from the MRE and see how that goes. Bill's Brew freeze-dried coffee. Came with a little bit of sugar, the creamer. I usually don't drink sugar and cream in my coffee, but since it came with it, we're going to use it this morning. So it did come a bit of a thunderstorm in the middle of the night. Not too bad. Looking at the Weather Channel, it seemed like we were going to get hit really hard, and calling for flash flooding. I was a little bit nervous. The creek is definitely up a little bit. We didn't get hit as hard right here, but it definitely came upstream quite a bit. Water's up this morning. The water's a little darker, moving a little faster than what it was yesterday. Lucky for us though, it didn't come up too much. There was absolutely no rain in the forecast last night, and that's the reason why I picked to go ahead and do this trip and be on the creek. You never know sometimes. So I only live a little short distance on downstream, don't have too much of a paddle to do this morning. Funny thing is, as soon as I get home, I'm going to unload. I'm pretty much repacking my bag, and the wife and cousin Steven and I are going to go back out. Steven's still hanging out with us, and he is definitely all about doing some camping with Adventures with Mud. And our coffee is done. Let's see what this tastes like. Well, it's an instant cup of coffee, I'll say that. I wasn't expecting anything much. If you want a good cup of coffee, bring some good brew with you. Nice place to have a cup of coffee though. Nice beautiful morning right next to the creek. Finish this cup of coffee and I need to get on downstream because it looks like it's about ready to start raining on me. All right, we're back on the water again, y'all. Turn you around here. You can see the creek is up and it's muddy this morning. We really had a lot of rain upstream, moving fast. Cool thing is I can get out right at my property, right on our creek bank. All right, right there's the property. That's what we're shooting for. Get past these little rocks. Here's our spot. We'll see how well we can get in. I want to try to hit this spot right here. We've landed. Get on out here. Thank you for joining me today. Stay tuned. Laters, y'all.